Okay, so you've run all of your trials and then you're wondering what to do next. Well, ultimately, we're going to want to come up with a graph, and that graph is going to look something like this. You're going to have the accelerations plotted on the y-axis and this weird thing called chi, for lack of a better definition, to be put on the x-axis. And looking through the handout, you can see that there's a relationship for chi, and that takes the little mass, so that'd be the mass of the washer, or washers, plural, over the mass of those washers or washer plus the mass of the glider or gliders. So that chi would be calculated by then taking this little mass, which is hanging on the string. So this part's on the string, okay, over the sum of that mass on the string plus the mass of the glider or gliders. So that will give you then 6 values. Remember the data table. Here, we've got 6 trials, but they're going to be done in duplicate for acceleration only. Those chi values are going to remain the same for each combination. No matter what at A1, A2, it'll be still the same value for chi. So if I wrote that here, I could make a little column and do that calculation. It might be helpful for each person in the lab group to do some of those values. Divide up that task, it's going to be a little bit easier. Okay, so then you're going to have paired values of A1, A2, and chi2, which is essentially going to give you, sorry, not chi2, but chi for those values, A1 and A2 for the first trial, say. That's where I did 1 washer and 1 glider. So that pair will correspond to a chi value, and you might, get started to get something like that in terms of your values. Now, depending on how accurate those values are, how good those measurements are, you should get ordered pairs that will make some kind of a display like this. We're going to use the computer then to make a graph and to fit that line with those paired points and try to get a linear relationship.